40 days, just 40 days. That is all you have for your CAT examination. And I hope आप सबकी दिवाली अच्छी रही होगी and all the festivals are over. You must have enjoyed a lot and now you have a fresh mind. So now it's time to push your envelope. Now at this crucial juncture, I would like to say that if you are failing to plan the things, it means you are planning to fail. But do not sweat. Today I have a plan to ace VARC in just 40 days. This is Seema Tharani, your mentor from KYMS Academy, and I welcome you back to this platform of learning and knowledge. Strategies and good attempts. So first, let us talk about the strategies. Okay. Now, when we talk about VARC, there are 24 questions. 16 questions are on RCs and 8 verbal ability. When I say 16 questions, it means you will be having 4 passages. Okay, each passage will have 4 questions. It means overall 16 questions will be there and 8 of verbal ability. And in verbal ability, we include para summary, para jumbles, and para completion. Okay, so here I would suggest that out of the 4 passages, do try to attempt 3 passages. Okay, 3 passages means how many questions? 12 questions. And then come on to VA part. In VA part, now here you have to see whether you are good at para summary, para completion or para jumbles. So no matter what, आपको यहाँ से 5 to 6 questions लेने ही चाहिए. Okay, so 12 plus 5, obviously it will come to 17 questions. So 17 questions हम बहुत higher side पे ही गए हैं. तो अगर आप 70 questions को attempt कर पाते हैं, तो obviously there are higher chances कि आपका यहाँ पर section cut off निकल जाएगा. But then if I say 12 questions, so might be possible कि अगर आप कुछ passage को attempt कर रहे हैं and in that passage you are able to solve only 3 questions और आपको एक बन ही नहीं रहा है, so that's okay. It is not at all compulsory that you have to go for all the 4 questions in one single RC. Okay, तो अगर हम यहाँ पर 1 questions भी कम कर लेते हैं तो I think you will be in a position to go for 9 questions. Okay, तो 9 questions का अपना target बनाइएगा. तो 9 plus 5 अगर आप यहाँ से भी लेंगे, then 2 आप यहाँ पर कितने questions मार्क कर पा रहे हैं? 14 questions. Okay. Now अब question ये आता है which RC to attempt. तो बेटा here obviously you have been preparing for CAT examination for quite a long time. तो आपको थोड़ा सा इतना idea हो गया होगा कि आपका interest किस में है. It means which is your favorite genre. Are you good at philosophy? Are you good at psychology or technology or any animal? Okay, तो ये आपको देखना है कि आपका favorite topic कौन सा है. So suppose if you are coming across any philosophy passage, okay? So if you talk about me, मुझे philosophy में बहुत interest आता है, तो अगर मुझे philosophy का passage दिखेगा, तो definitely I am going to solve it. But if you feel that no, your philosophy, you know, you are not good at reading philosophical based passages, तो आप उसको skip कर सकते हो. आप उसको scan कीजिए कि अगर आपको technology में interest है, is there any passage which is on technology, then you should definitely solve it. बट कौन सा पैसेज हमें सॉल्व करना है, कौन सा नहीं करना है, ये आपको आएगा प्रैक्टिस करने से. ओके, सो व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू राइट योर मॉक्स, सो ऑब्वियसली हियर यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट व्हिच एरिया यू आर गुड एट. सो इज द केस हियर. अगर यहाँ पर मैं एक बात और करूँ, सो ऑब्वियसली व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट द प्रोसेस ऑफ एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक्स व्हिच वी कॉल POE टेक्निक्स, so you have to apply certain techniques or strategies to solve all these questions. And we have already discussed about these POE techniques, strategies, tips and tricks in our previous videos. So आप चाहें, you can always visit those videos and check out the things. And applying those strategies, I am pretty sure that you will be able to solve good number of questions. Okay. If I talk about RC and para summary questions, so whatever techniques are there for RC, same techniques are there for para summary questions. तो मैं आपको यहाँ पे बोलूंगी कि those students who are good at reading passages, okay, those who are good at solving RC passages, they should definitely go for para summary questions क्योंकि techniques वहाँ पर same ही रहती है. Okay, if I talk about para jumbles questions, para jumbles basically these are the theta questions. Theta questions basically are the non MCQs क्योंकि वहाँ पर आपके पास options नहीं होते, तो little bit ये थोड़ा सा tricky हो जाता है आपके लिए. But then do not forget that there is no negative marking. थीटा क्वेश्चन में नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं होता है, देन यू कैन ऑलवेज टेक अ ट्राई. बट देन वीए में हमारे जितने भी 8 क्वेश्चन है, प्लीज डू नॉट डिवोट मोर देन 1.5 मिनट टू अ सिंगल क्वेश्चन. जैसे आपका 1.5 मिनट कंप्लीट हो जाता है, you better write down any random answer. I'm talking about para-jumble questions and come out of it, because it will not make any sense if you are going to give more than 1.5 minute to any verbal ability question. तो हम यहाँ पर कोशिश ये करेंगे कि if you are solving 3 passages, then obviously you have to give not more than 8 minutes to a single passage. So obviously 24 minutes over here and 1.5 minute to each question. So if you are trying to solve all the 8 questions, so here comes 12 minutes. So 24 plus 12, how many minutes? 36 minutes. Okay, and how many minutes you have in your examination? 40 minutes. So what about the 4 minutes? So out of the 4 minutes, 2 minutes you are going to give to scan the paper, जो हमारा first process रहेगा. तो आपको 2 minutes scanning में देना है, that which questions are doable, which passage is doable and which is not doable. और उसको एक रफ शीट पे आप लिखते जाइएगा कि दिस इज द पैसेज आई एम गोइंग टू सॉल्व, दिस इज द क्वेश्चन आई एम गोइंग टू सॉल्व, सो दैट आफ्टर 2 minutes ऑफ स्कैनिंग इट इज गोइंग टू बी इजियर फॉर यू टू पिक द क्वेश्चंस एंड सॉल्व देम. ओके, और 2 minutes डेफिनेटली हम थोड़ा सोचते हैं समझते हैं तो उसमें हो जाता है. तो दिस इज हाउ 40 minutes आर ओवर. क्लियर? Now, if I talk about the good attempts, so for good attempts, I would say that it depends upon the LOD. LOD here, I mean to say level of difficulty. If paper is easy, then I would say between 18 to 20, these are the good attempts. If it is moderate, then you can go for between, 15 to 17 questions. If it is difficult, then it can be between 10 and 14. Okay, and you have to maintain the accuracy. Accuracy here, I would say 80% accuracy is needed. It means you can always allow for 1 to 2 wrong answers, but it should not be more than that. कितनी बार ऐसा होता है कि students they are attempting 10 questions and out of the 10 questions if 5 are going wrong, it will not make, it will not be helpful for you. Okay, it will not bring you any mark. Okay, so do not do that. Now, psychological impact, mind over matter. What is the meaning of mind over matter? Mind over matter means where mental strength is more important than your physical strength. तो obviously यहाँ पर आपकी mental strength ही ज़्यादा work करने वाली है. So the moment you are going to start your CAT examination, the very first section that opens before you is VARC. So I can say that VARC, it sets the tone for your entire examination. Okay, and since it is a first section, so obviously your mind is fresh and you are likely to perform better. और जो आप परफॉर्मेंस यहाँ पर दिखाएंगे तो ऑब्वियसली इट इज गोइंग टू बूस्ट योर कॉन्फिडेंस एंड विद दैट माइंडसेट ओनली यू आर गोइंग टू टारगेट योर सब्सिक्वेंट सेक्शंस. एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर अगेन कि अगर आप किसी एक सेक्शन में कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाते हो तो आप डेफिनेटली 2 सेक्शंस भी अच्छे से कर पाते. But on the flip side, in case if you are not able to perform well in VARC, if you are grappling with VARC, then please do not lose hope. क्योंकि अगर आपने hope को lose कर दिया है, you are going to carry that, pessimism or maybe your negative thought process to the subsequent sections, and that might spoil your next sections also. So basically यहाँ पर हमें करना क्या है? No matter what, if you are faring well or if you are not able to fare it well, you must be knowing this thing that there are some of the B schools that do not consider the sectional cutoff, they consider the overall cutoff. तो अगर आप VARC में good number of attempts नहीं भी कर पाए हैं, so obviously subsequent sections are there, quant is there, DI, LR is there, जहाँ पर आप अपने number of attempts को बढ़ा सकते हैं. Now, mock test and sectionals, your practice playground. Indeed. Now, whatever you have studied so far, whatever theory you have studied so far or you've read so far, now it is time to apply those techniques and tips and strategies in your mocks. So, start writing mocks. Now, for the first 10 days, you have to go for 1 section mock each day. Each day means each day without fail, plus 4 full-length mocks in overall 10 days. Clear? Now, when we move on to the next 10 days, again, 1 section mock each day. It is going to be same plus 6 full length mocks. It means you have to increase the number of full length mocks. In first days 4, and in the next 10 days again it is 6. Now in the next 12 days, okay, one section mock each day, plus you have to increase the number of full length mocks to 8. All right, so this is basically the plan of 32 days. Now what about the remaining 7 to 8 days? Clear? So now for 7 to 8 days, I would say that in these 6 days, you must be wondering that now ma'am is going to tell us that you have to write full length mocks all these 6 days. No, I'm not going to tell you that thing. The reason is now it is time to declutter your mind, क्योंकि आप बहुत टेंशन में ऑलरेडी हो चुके हो, आपका परफॉर्मेंस ऊपर नीचे जाता होगा मॉक में, तो आप थोड़ा सा आपका थॉट प्रोसेस ऐसे चल रहा होगा कि अब क्या करें क्या नहीं करें. सो बेसिकली अब आपको इस चीज से बाहर आना है, ओके, और आपको अपने माइंड को डीक्लटर करना है. यू हैव टू थिंक पॉजिटिव एंड यू जस्ट हैव टू फॉलो 3 आवर्स. वो आज क्या है वो मैं आपसे बाद में बात करूंगी, बट बिकॉज अभी हम मॉक्स की बात कर रहे थे तो उस पर बात कर लेते हैं. नाउ लर्निंग फ्रॉम मिस्टेक्स, द एनालिसिस आर्सेनल. नाउ वॉट एवर मॉक्स यू आर राइटिंग, सो नॉर्मली प्लीज डू नॉट मेक द मॉकरी ऑफ द मॉक्स फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. अदरवाइज बच्चे करते क्या है, दे राइट द मॉक्स एंड देन दे कीप इट असाइड. ओके, इतने मार्क्स आ गए और थोड़े से कॉम्प्लेसेंट हो जाते हैं, फाइन, ओके, बट माई पॉइंट इज दैट वॉट एवर क्वेश्चन इज गोइंग रॉन्ग, you should have a reasoning or maybe the reason that why it is wrong. And if any question is going right, well and good, but आपके पास ये भी होना चाहिए कि whatever 3 options you have eliminated, so there should be a proper reasoning. So do not bother about the right answer, but maybe bother about the 3 options which you are eliminating. This is how I do, okay? तो अगर मैं किसी भी ऑप्शन को एलिमिनेट करती हूँ तो ऑब्वियसली आई हैव अ सर्टेन रीजनिंग दैट बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्सट्रीम वर्ड इट इज एलिमिनेटेड, मे बी फॉल्टी कंपैरिजन इज देयर, it is eliminated, then a faulty cause effect relationship is there, it is eliminated, some word is there which is not there in that particular paragraph but that lies outside that particular paragraph, and my range of answering that question is that paragraph. और अगर वो word उस paragraph में नहीं है, वो दूसरे paragraph में है, तो obviously we fall into the temptation of marking that particular choice as the right answer, but that lies out of the range, okay, so that cannot be my answer again. So if I have a proper reasoning to eliminate those 3 options, then I will become pretty sure that yes, whatever is remaining is my right answer. So please always try to analyze your mock, okay? Answers हमारे क्यों wrong जा रहे हैं, क्या reason से हम कितना कर पा रहे हैं, और may be possible कि कुछ ऐसा question होगा that was easy but you could not attempt it, and after the mock you realize oh this was doable. तो ये चीजें हमारे साथ होती हैं, बट यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ ईच एंड एवरीथिंग कि कुछ भी क्वेश्चन अगर हमें दिख रहा है, कुछ क्यूज हैं, तो डेफिनेटली हमें उसको अटेम्प्ट करना चाहिए. अगर मैं पैरा जंबल्स की बात करूंगी तो कुछ टेक्निक्स है वो आप उसको फॉलो कर सकते हैं, एंड यू कैन ऑलवेज गो फॉर सर्टेन मैंडेटरी पेयर्स जहाँ को उनको फॉलो करते हुए आप राइट सीक्वेंस पे पहुंच सकते हैं. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट पैरा कॉम्प्लीशन क्वेश्चंस, पैरा क्वेश्चंस में मास्टर सेंटेंस इज गिवन, एंड इफ इन दैट मास्टर सेंटेंस सर्टेन क्यू वर्ड इज गिवन, यू शुड डेफिनेटली अटेम्प्टेड. तो बहुत सारी थिंग्स होती है दैट यू हैव टू कंसिडर, एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट यू कैन गो फॉर the right answer. The analysis करना is very very important. And one more thing, whatever mistakes you are committing in your mock, okay, learn from those mistakes, and whatever you are learning, you better apply those things in your upcoming mocks, okay? So do not forget to analyze your performance, and at this time only you should try to figure out that what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths, so that you can apply those things in your real CAT, okay? Now, the 3 R's is your final week formula. So I talked to you about the 30 days, 32 days, and now about the 6 days. 6 days means the last week, okay? So last week में आपको क्या करना है? You just have to follow 3 R's. 3 R's. That is revise, refresh, and rest. Please do not study anything new. That is not going to help you, because आपने जो पढ़ना था आप पढ़ चुके हो, अब आपको सिर्फ रिवाइज करना है. And here I would say do not take any mock even. The reason is if you are taking any mock and just 5 or 6 days before your CAT examination, in case if you are not able to perform it well और आपने उसको spoil कर दिया, so obviously you will be in tension that just 5 days before you are not able to perform well. Now what will happen on the doomsday? तो आप इस माइंड के साथ जब उस दिन जाएंगे तो obviously कहीं ना कहीं उसका impact रहेगा. Definitely I would suggest you do not read anything new, just revise, okay, rest and refresh your mind. For the day before doomsday. So 30th November is the doomsday. 29th November को आपको करना क्या है? आपको सिर्फ करना है these three things: eat healthy, sleep well and do not study. हो सके तो कॉमेडी मूवी देखिए, if not then okay, do talk to your parents and that too some healthy discussion, okay. Avoid thinking negative things और कोशिश हो सके तो आराम से रिलैक्स रहिए. That is all. All the very best for your examination. Thank you.